My name is Eddie Terry, and I'm here today to have Norma Jean look at and appraise a ruby ring for me that I have been in possession of for several years that I inherited from an aunt. And the ring meant a great deal to her, and I'm hoping that after the fact that Norma Jean was highly recommended to me by several other antique dealers as well as some jewelry stores here, that she would know what to do with the ring as far as the appraisal and try to find the right person to take possession of the ring. I know it would mean a great deal to me to know that it's going to go to someone who appreciated it as much as my aunt did, and I know that my aunt would be very appreciative of the fact that if I no longer had the ring, that whoever has it would appreciate it and enjoy it as much as she
Hi,
did.
Eddie. Nice to meet you, and I'd like to see what you have brought.
Well, Norma Jean, what I have here is a ruby ring that was owned by my aunt, and I inherited several years ago. The ring has kind of a unique story about it in that my aunt worked for the state of Oklahoma out at the state capitol as a bookkeeper. And this would have been in the early, probably 1920s, is when she was there. And she had knowledge of this ring being in the safe, evidently, of the state of Oklahoma.
And she would, because it's an asset.
It was an asset that the state of Oklahoma had, and probably had possession of it prior to being a state, prior to statehood. The ring, what I was told by Edna throughout my life and by other members of the family was the ring had been used for collateral for paying taxes or land by a Native American at the time. And the state had had possession of it. I don't know how long, how many years they had had the ring, but Edna purchased the ring from the state. And that would have been probably in the early part of the 1920s, long before I was born.
Yes.
But I was told that story several times throughout my life, and I know that my aunt was extremely proud of the ring. You were highly recommended to me to analyze the ring, to look at it, and I would probably be interested in consigning the ring with you to try to find it the type of home I'm hoping you can find for it.
This is what I'm seeing here. It does look like ruby, and I would say it is, and just guessing until I test it. And if it tests ruby, ruby tests closest to diamond, so it's very durable. And I find this, the finding, which is what holds it, is very unusual in the case because it looks like a crown. They did a lot of intricate work on it. I can tell you it's awesome in the coloration. This is either mined or lab created. We're not sure on the ruby, but we do know that this is so unusual. It's almost like a European design with the intricacy, and it looks like a crown. This right here, my first inclination is that it's jade. No, it could be emerald, but I want to test it first. It is unusual in the respect of it's like a rose bush going around this green stone, and the thorns are coming up to hold the cabochon. We'll do some testing on that. It's either jade or emerald. Testing at emerald. Each piece has its own story, its own time frame. I love testing this one because it goes kaboom.
It goes right up there.
It goes well. Jewelry to me is art. I have hands-on experience for 40 plus years. We think each piece is special. It is a ruby into the sapphire. It's like you touch it and you can just be taken back in history.